She slapped his shit. Yeah, that was me just slapped you. That was me. That was Tamika. And she let his shit go. I said, oh my goodness. I would like to just grab my things and leave. I do not want to be bothered any of the variables of prison tonight. You be blessed. Fellas, you got to, because if you don't, they gonna get you every time. She got him face on some. Them punching and them slap be hurting, but that coochie be feeling good. It make it all feel better. That coochie make it feel better. Like, no. So then he skeeted. That boy went to the restroom on some, looked in the mirror on some. That bitch been beating me up a couple weeks. That boy forgot about that while he was in that thing. Get out! Get out of that coochie. Get out! Ting, ting, ting. That coochie is great. She let me put the tip in. I ain't been right ever since. She controlled me ever since. Ting, ting. She's a great woman, Trent. You guys should get married. Metro Boomin want some more, nigga. Welcome back to 4th Flow ENT TV. Special guest C Jones the Goof in here with me. What up? What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to another official episode of Real Raw Reviews. Before we dive into this video, take a few seconds, scroll down, press that thumbs up like button. Feel free to leave a comment throughout this video, share it with family and friends, and most importantly, look over to the right, click that red subscribe button if you haven't already. It'll help my channel. I'm trying to grow my subscribers. I have a movie dropping soon on my channel, a lot of different new content dropping real soon on my channel, and you're not going to want to miss out. So please tell your family and friends about me and tell them to get over to C Jones YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. This episode, we will be featuring a movie entitled Men 2. TOO, a domestic violence story. I don't know what all platforms the movie is on, but I know you can catch it on YouTube. It is on YouTube. I'll leave the link to it, to the video, in the description of this review video. Let's dive straight into it. The movie is by a company by the name of Peculiar Productions. It's written by Vanessa Shante, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Vanessa Shante, directed by Edward Rashad Smith. The movie opens with a guy by the name of Trent proposing to a chick by the name of Tamika. Trent is played by a guy by the name of Fred Davis. I've checked out a couple of his pieces of work. He's a great upcoming artist, great upcoming actor. Y'all be sure to check him out on all the social media platforms. The guy's gonna be real big. So y'all check him out. Tia Hall, thick little shorty. I ain't gonna lie. Thick little shorty. The movie opens up with Fred proposing to her. It was just showing that they was married or had just recently got married or engaged. Then the movie cuts to a scene of Trent sitting in the kitchen, I think of his mom's house, and he's talking to his mom, and he's telling his mom that him and Tamika have been fighting lately, almost every night. His mom responds and tells him that no marriage is perfect. He must choose to love her, and she also emphasized that the key word is choose, and I like that part because she was letting her son Trent know, as I mentioned, played by Fred Davis, she was letting him know that, you know, you still have a choice. You can choose to love her or you can choose to walk away, I guess, if the hurt and the pain is too much to bear. And I think that was just a very heartfelt scene of your typical mom talking to her son who's going through issues with his significant other. The vibes were, that's what your mom would say, that's what granny would say, that's what auntie would say. It didn't feel like wrong information or incorrect information or like you was watching a movie necessarily. It felt like you was just watching a mom talk to her son. So it was a very heartfelt scene between Trent and his mom in the kitchen. The mom turns around and tells Trent to make sure that whatever he does, to make sure he doesn't put his hands on his wife or fiance Tamika, because all the police will see is a black man who hit a defenseless black woman. And I agree with that, even though that's unfair, that's unjust. On average, if it's a domestic violence issue, the first thought is man on woman. The initial first thought is never woman on man, which is understandable because there are way more frequent cases of men on women violence. However, women on men violence is still very much prevalent and still very much present out here. So I salute this movie for even highlighting that and emphasizing that, because a lot of people don't have this conversation and it needs to be had. Domestic violence involves women abusing men as well. Now there's a part towards the end of the conversation between Trent and his mom where his mom says that as a man in a marriage, and this is not verbatim, I took notes and I'm trying to quote it as best as I can, but the mom tells Trent that as a man in a marriage, sometimes you have to take more and put up with more to keep your wife and family happy. Now I agree with that statement to the extent of financially. The things that I feel a man should do: lead the way financially, carry most of the burden financially, as far as things that need to be done around the house, more manlier things. Just being an overall man's man. However, I do not agree with this statement in the angle that a man is supposed to put up with abuse or put up with constant mistakes or put up with constant neglect and disrespect. That's not, as a man, I'm supposed to succumb to this and accept this. No, that part I don't agree with. So I don't know necessarily in what form the mom meant when she said that statement, but if you've seen the movie already, let me know in the comment section what you think the mom meant. And if you haven't seen the movie, as soon as you're done with this video, go and see the movie. Or if you haven't seen it, stop at this point, go see the movie so you won't, hear any more spoilers. And we'll be waiting here for you to get back. Go watch. We'll be here. We'll be here when you get back. So, if you took a break right there, went in and watched the movie, I appreciate you. And let's continue with the review. The movie cuts to a scene and Trent is in the hall, kind of beat up. You can see by his face that he has some marks. He's been in a scuffle. And Tamika is sitting in the hall with him and she's apologizing for putting her hands on him. I guess Trent called the police, but when the police got there, Tamika went to the door and told the police that everything was fine. So this is the first real scene in the movie where you can see physical damage on Trent. You can see physical abuse. You can see the evidence of it. As he's sitting in the hall, you can just see the hurt and the pain on his face. I think that was a very sensitive scene because that's real. That happens. That does occur. Very more so than people think. Movie goes to a scene of Trent in the kitchen trying to fix the pipes under the kitchen sink. Tamika comes in and she has a cup in her hand, so I'm assuming she's drinking or had a little bit to drink. Or it might have been coffee or something, but I think she had a little bit of something in her cup. And she comes into the kitchen basically just being disrespectful to Trent as he's trying to work on these kitchen pipes. And he makes the comment like, oh, I'm gonna call Jeremy or somebody. I'm gonna call somebody and see if they can come fix these pipes. And Tamika starts making comments like, what type of man calls another man, and just insulting Trent. The type of man that doesn't want to make a mistake. The type of man that can acknowledge, okay, I know what I'm doing to a certain extent, but I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess things worse. I don't want to be trying to be macho man and I mess up the pipes. Now the whole house flood. Like, why? To prove what? To prove I'm perfect? To prove to you, like, that doesn't define if I'm a man's man. What if I know how to take apart a car and rebuild it, but I don't know how to fix the pipes in the house? Does that make me less of a man? I think Tamika should have came in more so, baby, can I help? Is there anything I can do? Want to try and fix it together? Then if we can't fix it together, then we call somebody. And then when they come, we watch them, we ask questions, and we learn. So next time, now we both know how to do this. But she just came in insulting Trent in the kitchen for no reason. Just being disrespectful. And even myself, I was getting very heated watching that scene. I was getting very upset because these things happen every day to men across the world and it's not talked about. And watching that scene, y'all have to watch the movie. Y'all have to watch the movie. Like I say, the actor Fred Davis did a great job. Tia Hall, they did a wonderful job. Y'all have to go see the movie. And when you see the scene in the kitchen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It'll instantly make you upset. So as she's being disrespectful to Trent in the kitchen, he stands up and he's not even being combative or argumentative with her. I think he just stands up kind of in a nonchalant, I think kind of just wasn't in the mood to hear that, and she just takes off and slaps him right there in the kitchen. And at this point, I almost forgot it was a movie. Like I say, it's a great movie. Y'all have to go see it. You'll forget that it's a movie. But when she slapped him, I had to catch myself real quick. Because for about 1 or 2 seconds, I was on some, jumped through the phone on some, bitch. I know the actor. I know Fred Davis. I met him years ago. Great guy. Wonderful guy. Always been the same. Since the day I met him to whenever I see him, he's always the same. Humble, hardworking, intelligent, just a great guy. And so me knowing him personally, it's just like if you friends with Floyd and you go to a Floyd fight and Floyd gets hit, you're going to forget this is part of it. Instincts don't kick in like, you know what I'm saying? So when she slapped him, I just instantly on some, you hit my boy? On some, y'all have to go see it. Y'all have to go see it. It was a powerful scene. So she slaps him, looks at him, with the same hand she slapped him with, she take his chin, pull it back towards him, pick it up. I'm on some, oh my goodness. She hit him with the trifecta? Y'all don't understand the level of disrespect you have to have in your body, in your soul, in your entity to use the trifecta on a person. The trifecta has been abolished in Supreme Court. It's been abolished as a death penalty. It hasn't been seen, heard about, thought of, used in years. But this lady Tamika in this kitchen looked at Trent. She slapped his shit. She grabbed his shit, pulled his shit back around, lifted his shit up. Look at me. Yeah, that was me just slapped you. That was me. That was Tamika. And she let his shit go. I said, oh my goodness. I would like to just grab my things and leave. I do not want to be bothered any of the variables of prison tonight. You be blessed. Fellas, you got to, because if you don't, they gonna get you every time. They are going to get you every time. Y'all don't put your hands on no woman. If she put her hands on you or disrespect you, leave. Upgrade. Either upgrade to yourself and become a better you, or upgrade and become a better you and find something better than her. That is your closure for when you are a victim of domestic violence. The movie cuts to a scene of Trent with his partner. I'm thinking they're in the backyard of the house, just working out here some weights. Trent's partner says to him, man, did you hit your wife? What's going on? What's been going on? And Trent says, after seeing what my mom went through, you think I hit my wife? So if you watch the movie, you got to catch this part. So Trent admitted that his mom went through domestic violence. And so that unrolls another plot in the movie. That releases another twist in the movie. He's grown up and seen his mom be a victim to domestic violence. And now he's a victim of domestic violence with his wife or with his fiance. So I know that had to be extra tough on him to grow up seeing that and seeing his mom treated like that. And now he's on the other end of that. And not only that, the gender roles are reversed. So I know that's tough on his mental. So after Trent reveals that information about what his mom went through and how he would never put his hands on his wife, he begins having flashbacks as his partner's kind of sitting there just jonesing him, cracking jokes, not knowing the severity of Trent's honesty. Trent is sitting there kind of zoned out in his mind, having flashbacks of a lot of the times that Tamika has been abusing him throughout the movie. Then the movie reveals that the whole time Trent's friend was talking noise and jonesing him, Trent was kind of just hallucinating. His friend wasn't really sitting there jonesing him. He was sitting there more so concerned for him and asking questions. But in Trent's mind, he felt as if the world or his friend was down in him, which can be a result of domestic violence. You can feel like the world is laughing at you. You can feel like it's your fault. You can feel like a clown or a laughingstock. So I think that's what that scene just was depicting, that the abuse had began to transition into mental health illness in so many words. It had begun to transition into hallucinating and anxiety and fear, which was a great thing to depict in the movie, how quickly and easily it can transition from physical to mental to emotional. Now there's a scene that the movie goes to where Trent comes home and Tamika is in lingerie. She has another cup, so I'm assuming she had been drinking, and she's being seductive and real sexy with Trent and trying to seduce him. And I'm watching the scene like Please, no. No, Trent. That's how they get you, bro. No, do not take the bait. Do not take the bait. And Tamika opened that roll, and he looked down, and he looked up, and he dived in that water. And I said right then and there, I said, she got you. Of you engaging in that with her that night, now she finna abuse you another 3 months. And after them 3 months, she finna give you a little bit more of that thing, and then she finna get away with another 3 months of abuse. So I was mad at this scene. I was 30 high with Trent on some. I'm sitting there thinking, no, he not gonna do it. He tired of this. He gonna put his foot down. That boy put his pants down, and he's sitting there. I'm talking about with the she got him face on some. Them punching and them slap be hurting, but that coochie be feeling good. It make it all feel better. That coochie make it feel better. Like, no. And that's my boy. But as this role he played in this movie, he killed his role. I was just so mad at him at this part. I was mad at him. I was mad at Trent. But Fred, you my brother. You know I love you, Fred. I was mad at Trent. Movie cuts to a scene of Trent looking at all the bruises in the mirror. This after he done rapped Tamika. Now he done got up, went in the bathroom. Now he looking at all these bruises in the mirror. Now he back to life, back to reality. Soon as he skeets. That boy went to the restroom on some, looked in the mirror on some. This bitch been beating me up a couple weeks. That boy forgot about that while he was in that thing. Get out! My nose need to start bleeding right now. Because I wanted to just look at my boy on some, get out! Get out! Get out of that coochie, get out! Ting, ting, ting. That coochie is great. Ting, ting, ting. Get out! Get out, Trent. Get out of that coochie. She let me put the tip in. I ain't been right ever since. She controlled me ever since. Ting, ting. She's a great woman, Trent. You guys should get married. This how the movie had me feeling, y'all. Movie cuts to a scene where I guess it's the next day, and Trent goes to a domestic violence clinic or resource building or whatever you want to call it. He walks in, he tells the secretary a made-up story about how his little brother or little cousin or something he thinks has been in the domestic violence issue. But he's really there to inquire about what services they offer for men. You can kind of tell, because he looks around the room and he says, do all the brochures in here come with the woman on it as the victim? And the secretary, the clerk, says, I don't think they come any other way. And I felt like that was discriminatory. I felt like that was biased, because domestic violence is not just man on woman. Domestic violence is woman on man as well. And so he walks out the building, and I felt him. I agreed. I don't know if I would have walked out. I probably would have asked, like, why aren't there no brochures with men as the victim? I would have asked to speak to the manager, the head of the building, something. But I could feel his anger at that. And so he just walks out. He goes out the building. He gets in his car. He starts reflecting on everything he's been through throughout the duration of the movie, with Tamika, his mom's advice, his friend's advice, all the ups and downs with Tamika he's been battling. And he just gets mad and he just releases his anger in the car. Very, very emotional scene. I felt bad for him. Seeing him and the hurt and the pain he expressed in that scene in the car. He was fed up. He was tired. And at this point, I'm thinking he's finna crash. He's finna tweak. He's having a mental breakdown. He's finna go do something that he's gonna regret. However, he ends up oversleeping in his car, which is typical guy stuff. Women will think, oh, the guy was out doing this and doing that. A guy be doing the most weirdest, random, innocent things. And vice versa. Guys out here with insecurities that think they woman and the chick doing this and this and that. And really she laid up watching Netflix eating popcorn. So it's just insecurities that people have from past experience, past abuse, societal influences, a number of variables. But Trent overslept in the car and he woke up, and I think he looks at his phone and he has missed calls from Tamika. She's fixing to tweet. He knows this. And he hasn't done nothing but overslept in his car because he's tired. He didn't want to rush home to face that. He didn't want to rush home to be unhappy. So he happened to go from sitting in his car being upset to tired to sleep and waking up, and now it's nighttime. He gets home. He walks in. Tamika is sitting down once again with the cup. She asks where he had been. I think he said he was out taking care of business, or he overslept or something like that. And out of nowhere, Tamika pulls a gun from under where she's sitting, from under the couch. And this when the movie got real. She pulled out a stick and upped it on Fred. And she's saying something to the extent of, do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm a fool? And as I'm watching this, I'm yelling at my phone like, bitch, he was just asleep. He was asleep in the car. I just seen him. I seen him. He wasn't at no club. He wasn't wasn't fucking with no hoes, no bitches. He was asleep. I just seen him, bitch, couple scenes ago. So as I'm watching and she's up this gun on him, I'm like, bro, oh my goodness, bro, she finna kill him. Cause this nigga was sleeping. She doesn't shoot him at the gate. She takes the gun and she pistol whips him. I was not expecting this. I'm thinking she finna maybe shoot herself, maybe a murder-suicide, maybe a murder get on down, call up the side nigga, maybe. But she started pistol whipping him. And I'm on some, oh my goodness, fight, Trent. Fight, Trent. Run, Trent. Get out of there, Trent. Please, get out of there, Trent. She is pistol whipping you, my guy. She don't look like she weigh more than 140. Gun don't weigh more than 2-3 pounds. She beating your ass with that bitch though. She stops pistol whipping him and says to him, once again, after pistol whipping him, she pick his head up on some, I love you to death. Emphasis on the death. Says she love him to death. Then, I don't know if she was bipolar or what. She snaps right back to being evil, mean. And she says, Trent, you ain't shit like your daddy. Because your daddy knew how to put your mama in her place. And when she said this, y'all, I've been advocating for peace. Whole movie. But when she said that, what Chris Brown got, y'all? Like some community service? He ain't get no time did it. Yeah. Ray Rice still free? He ain't do no time, did it. Yeah. My boy Ocho Cinco still free, ain't it? He still straight. He still straight? Yep. My bad, y'all. My mind just a wonder sometimes. But back to the movie. When she said this to Trent, I said, Trent, pray. Trent, pray. Get on your knees, Trent. Say a prayer, Trent. Say the best prayer you ever said, Trent. Then try to crawl up out of there, Trent. If you can't crawl up out of the finesse, Trent, say I'm sorry. I love you, baby. But just pull her pants down, Trent. Finesse on some, kiss that thigh. Kiss that thigh. While still working the pants down, when you get the pants to by the ankle, pull that shit, Trent. And get the fuck on down, Trent. Bob and weave, Trent. Bob and weave, Trent. You were working out at the beginning of the movie. Look like you're in shape. Get on down, Trent. Nope. Trent said, fuck that. You ain't gonna talk about my mama. Trent, grabbed her shit on some. Put her shit on the ground, and he choking her shit. He not really choking her shit on some trying to kill her, but he choking some shit on some stop playing with me. I done put up with this shit for the whole movie. Stop playing with me. You not gonna speak on my mama. And right as he doing that, 12, out of nowhere, bust in, up the stick. Soon as they walk in, their perspective is they see a guy on top of a woman, choking her out. Mom told you that earlier. That's all they gonna see. Now, at first, when I first watched the movie, at this part towards the end, I thought this was cap. This major spoiler alert, because this the end of the movie I'm finna tell y'all about. When I first watched it, I said this cap. Because the officers take Trent outside, and they say, man, what's going on? We can help you, you just gotta let us know what's going on. And I say, this cap. Ain't no officer, black or white, Hispanic, nothing. Finna pull up. I don't know how the officers came. I don't know if they got a call from the neighbors. I don't know what. I don't know if some type of way Trent called before he went home. I don't know how they knew. But ain't no officers finna pull up, see a guy choking a woman, turn around, walk him outside and say, how can we help? What's going on? So I feel like that was cap. But then I watched the movie again. And after watching it again, when Trent walked out the house, he had bruises all over him, all over his face. He was beat the fuck up. So you gotta be Stevie Wonder to have a badge on and not see that he's the victim in this situation. At the least, the marks on him, I think, justified taking the woman, apprehending the woman as well, apprehending Tamika, and taking her for questioning as well. The officer asked him, has she been abusing you? Trent looks at him, and he just breaks down. And I felt him. Nobody the whole movie had asked, is he okay? Or how can I help? Or what can I do? And when that officer asked him, has she been abusing you? He just broke down. And even now, y'all might can't see. Man, y'all probably can't see it. You probably can't see it, but the hairs on my arm literally just stood up. Just thinking about that scene when Trent looked at him and broke down. Like, salute, man. Salute. Salute to Fred Davis, man. Salute to Tia Hall. Y'all killed that. And then y'all brought a very real and important and sensitive topic to the forefront. I don't know where Tia Hall is from, but Fred Davis, come on, man. But Jackson, y'all get that man his roses, man. He killed that. He's been killing other projects. Y'all support that. Y'all get behind that, man. It's so much talent and potential in Jackson. We just have to support it. But I'm going to leave a description to the movie down below. I appreciate y'all for watching yet another episode of Real Raw Reviews. Let me know in the comment section what movie you would like for me to do next. Untied music video coming soon. Dark Vibes the movie coming very, very soon. A lot of good content coming soon. And I just appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's been your boy, C. Jones. Diggle! move. And that's been another episode of Real Raw Reviews. Y'all be blessed and stay safe out there. To Fred Davis, Tia Hall, I salute y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Keep inspiring, keep motivating, keep working. Y'all be blessed.